Hey guys, welcome out to the shop. As you guys can see here, I have some yard equipment sitting out here that is not able to be fit in the shop. I usually have it covered by a tarp, but the wind is taking the tarp off the other day, and now it's a little bit frosty. We're about 35 degrees outside right now, and I don't want to keep this stuff outside out of the cover. So we went ahead and bought one of these little portable garages from Harbor Freight. We can get them on sale right now for about $170, and it's compared to one of the ones off Amazon that's about 300 and some. So we're gonna check it out, build this thing, and see what's gonna happen. As you can see, here are the dimensions right there. 6 foot wide at the top of the door opening, 6.5 feet tall off the bottom, 8 feet from inside to inside of the garage door opening. Overall is 10 feet wide. Overall height is 9 foot 2 inches, and overall length is roughly 17 feet. So we also want to get our golf cart stored inside as well. So that's one of the things that we're trying to do. Here's some of the features real quick. All steel tubing, water resistant cover, and UV treated to prevent fading, and hopefully that'll help with this cracking over the time. We did buy the 1-year warranty with this, so if wind ruins it, or she said lightning strike or anything else. All right, so this is what we're getting whenever we open the box. And a word of caution when you guys buy one of these is to be careful with a knife while you're opening it. I did not realize this was gonna be on the top. Luckily, I did not cut into it at all. And then we got a bunch of piping, some of the ratchet strap that we're gonna be using. And it looks like everything is well labeled. I just pulled out the instructions, and just like a tent for camping, the instructions are just one diagram with a whole bunch of the stuff labeled. You just gotta kind of follow it along. I don't believe there's any kind of, oh okay, there is actual instructions. That's a surprise with some of the Harbor Freight stuff. You'll get it and you'll be like, well, what do I put together first? So there is actual instructions for this. So I went ahead and did just like the diagram did, and I laid out all my pieces, making sure that they are all accounted for. We got all the lawnmowers out of the way. Now we just have to attach everything. All right, so here is the roof all completed. Well, I think I gotta look into the directions a little bit more, but this is the basic structure of it, and it's pretty big. I like it. I like how deep it is so far, and we'll see how well it keeps on building. So we're working on the leg setup right now. We got one of the feet and then the post. And this is not very well made. There's a lot of slop in this back and forth where the bolt goes through. And I've seen some reviews where these have torn right out. I've even thought about drilling a new hole all the way through one of the new sections. That way it was nice and tight. But what we are doing is we've got a 14 millimeter wrench. And then I use the impact wrench, pretty much squeeze this together and clamping the actual post with the foot. And little man, grab one of the other posts real quick.
Call me a little bit.
Grab one of the ones we've done.
Okay.
One of the ones we've done.
Oh, one of the ones we've done?
Yep.
Okay.
And this end is very tight. Show them how tight it is. So this one has no wiggle room, but as you can see, right here, there's a big gap right next to that bolt, which is not very good manufacturing, if I would say so. I'd actually drill another hole right through the post and make it nice and tight. Yeah. Okay, just watch yourself in case stuff starts falling apart, okay? So we've got the major part of the structure built, and we are working on the anchors. The anchors are not going in very well. So what I'm going to do is drill a hole in through the ground and then put these in. If you wanted to, if you knew this was going to be a permanent spot, you might be able to auger out the big hole, pour concrete, and then set these in there, but we aren't sure if we're ever going to move this. So these are 15-inch stakes. So they do have longer ones on Amazon that are like 30 inches if you're interested in that.
Pieces is joke he made. Even though it's a pretty dark joke.
Alright guys, so we went ahead and anchored all the legs, and the next step was to throw this tarp over the whole entire thing. There's one issue. I am height challenged, and there was no way I was going to get this tarp up over the top of the whole structure. So what we ended up doing was taking the set of legs down on this side and letting the whole structure fall back over, and we were able to drape the whole entire thing back over. And in the instructions it even says that we have to take all these bars back apart and feed them through this edge. So I don't know why they would have you attach the legs first before all of this. I guess maybe to get it all squared up, but this is definitely turned into a different challenge than I thought it was going to be. So we have to take the whole structure back apart again pretty much, and then reassemble it, putting it through all of these pieces. So that's where we're at. There's a little tip for you guys just to be aware of. But yeah, so we're gonna get this tarp put back on and all the stuff put back together. So we got a little bit of an update here. We've gotten a lot of the progress done. We got the back and the front doors on as well. Once we got the top strung over, we ended up being able to raise up this side again and put all the legs in, and all of the parts where the pipes have to go through are fairly tight, so you're gonna have to really work at that, especially on the back and the front door. These are very tight, trying to string those through the area. And as you can see, we have a lot left over on the bottom, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you have higher winds, you would actually be able to fold it over, put sandbags or something on the bottom, especially over here on the side. We haven't gotten these tightened up right here where the bolts are yet, but as you can see, we have a lot of extra stuff right here, and we can actually go ahead and put sandbags underneath or something if we wanted to. So that's just an idea, and that'll help with keeping the weight on this. Go do all the other ones, then come back through.
Okay. Oh, that.
All right, guys, we've gotten the structure all completely put up. It is all together now. Everything is ratcheted down. I tucked the tarp underneath these feet. I might take them back out and put some stakes in them. So this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is really nice for the money. I like the garage, and I can put things in here, and if it's a little bit taller, I can actually just push it up and get underneath it And then I have plenty of room here in the middle for if I have to move something around inside. So a couple of tips offhand for if you guys choose to build this. Right now these are on sale. These are $200 normally, and they're on sale for $169. And then getting the year protection plan bumps you right back up around $200. But from some of the reviews, and they're kind of mixed, so getting the 1 year plan would probably really help, because if there's any kind of wind damage or anything like that with this, you can get it completely changed out for free. And so for tips, I would definitely have an impact gun, or don't be afraid to really tighten these bolts up, and it'll squish the tubes together and actually hold everything together. We tried to go light on tightening these up at first with a short socket, and it wasn't holding. I got a long socket and really let the impact wrench do its thing, and it tightened this up now to where these don't move up and down whatsoever, and they were sliding up and down in this post a little bit. Definitely have two people whenever you go to put on the tarp stuff. Actually, the whole entire project was a whole lot easier with my daughter helping me. She was able to help pull some of the poles out, move stuff around where I wasn't able to do it, while trying to hold up some of the structure. As for anything else, like I said, if you wanted to, you could go get some sandbags and weight around the bottom, and that would help with keeping the weight down here, because this is pretty much just a big air pocket right here. So if you had the front door open and a big gust of wind came, it might take it away if it's not anchored down in the ground very well. You have anything you want to say? No. Nothing? Alright guys, well that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the build of this structure. We're going to get a lot of use out of it. It's a great option for anybody that has something small that they want to put away, hold stuff like lawn equipment and stuff like that. Homesteading, this would be good for keeping chickens, rabbits, anything small like that in here.
Yeah.
Thanks guys for watching. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys in the next project.